Hey everyone, Carlton here. I just did a vlog with my brand new DJI Action 5 Pro. So I decided to do another vlog with my Osmo Pocket 3 in the same area so we can get an idea of the lighting is the same. I put it to the same the Osmo Action was ISO was between 100 and 800. This one is between 50 and 800, so just about the same. I'm using normal color mode, and everything else is in auto white balance. Everything is auto besides that. So I want to see the quality. I'm shooting 1080p 60 just as I did with Action Pro. So this is a very good test. I'm going to walk and talk right now so you can see the differences between both cameras. Let me just say about the Osmo Action Pro, I do like it. What surprised me about the Action Pro is that this Osmo Pocket 3 has a gimbal. It has a physical gimbal, and it keeps the footage level and steady and all that, right? So the Action cameras, they don't have that. It's all internal, which is kind of mind-boggling to me. I can't fully understand it, because I'm moving it around and I'm seeing how smooth it is, and I'm like, damn, this is some serious technology that they use to make a camera without a gimbal so fluid and so smooth. So that was the most surprising thing about it. Let me just say that I love my Osmo Pocket 3. I've used it at events, weddings and different events, and yeah, I love the camera, love it. I take it up to ISO 1600 the most, and it gives me a pretty good image. There's no grain. I don't see any grain or nothing like that. Beautiful. It's just amazing. And it's so small, so skinny and slender. I'm able to put it in places that people don't even know it's there. You won't believe. I put this up like in the chuppah of a wedding, a Jewish wedding. Nobody sees it. But what they're going to see is the footage, the amazing footage. When they get it, they'll be like, wow, how did you get this shot? Hey, there's only one way to get the shot. It's with the Osmo Pocket or with the Osmo Action. And the reason why I love the Osmo Pocket, and I know I haven't used the Osmo Action yet at an event, but I already know that I'm gonna love the Osmo Pocket more than the Osmo Action, because I can remotely move the gimbal, right? So I can put it up high, and if the people I'm trying to film is not exactly in the shot, I can just go into the app and move it to the left, move it to the right. I don't have to physically go and move the camera, which is amazing. This is a big advantage of this camera over a mirrorless camera, because with a mirrorless camera you can't remotely move anything. You got to physically move everything, and with this camera you can remotely move it. Obviously there's big advantages for the mirrorless camera, right? Because a bigger sensor, and so you can get better image quality, especially in low light. So there's advantages, pros and cons of all systems. Pros and cons of an action camera, pros and cons of a camera like this, Osmo Pocket 3, and pros and cons of a mirrorless camera. You know, there's no one perfect camera. You're like a carpenter, and you have a box of tools, and depending on the job you have, you pick out the right tool for the job. And that's the way I see it. That's a good analogy, because that's why I have so many different things. I have a smoke machine, I have tripods, I have a slider. I don't use a slider, but I have a lot of different gear and a lot of different types of cameras, so that if I go to an event, it really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where it is, how small the place is, I can get the shot because I have the gear to do it. I recently did an event, Jewish event, and I got into the place and it was really small, and the chairs were all cramped up. Everybody was sitting close to each other. But good thing I had the Osmo Pocket. So I put the Osmo Pocket on the table, in the middle of the table, where it won't bother anybody. People hardly even see it. and I was able to get a nice shot of the main guy. He was speaking to everyone in the room, so I got a shot of him. That was a wide shot, and then I got another shot with my mirrorless camera. I got a more close-up shot, and then I got another shot of the room. So it worked out pretty well. So just in case, let's say the shot with my mirrorless camera, let's say something happened with that shot, somebody stand in front of it, the camera shakes or whatever, the editor could just switch to Osmo Pocket shot, which is a safe shot. It's wide, you're able to see the guy speaking, so it's a very safe camera. It's gonna save your ass, trust me. It's gonna save your ass 10 times over. So Osmo Pocket would rescue you, coming for the win, just like Superman, just like Spider-Man is gonna save your ass. So if you're a videographer, I'm telling you, get one. Save money. If you don't have it right now, save it up and buy one. And you can thank me later. Oh, if you want to thank me, like this video. And if you want to thank me even more, subscribe to the channel, because I'm always giving a lot of tips and tricks of the craft, and I'm pretty easygoing. I like to have fun, and I like to be creative and all that. So it's going to be a lot of information coming out. I've been shooting for a while, and I've been trying to get my YouTube game up, but you know, life is just so many things that I got to do in life, and sometimes I didn't have the right gear. Like, I was trying to do it with my cell phone, that didn't work, you know, because I need my cell phone. So to try to shoot behind the scenes with my cell phone became awkward, and I give up with the cell phone. Because remember, I'm trying to shoot for people. I'm working. So trying to work, and I'm by myself, and I'm trying to do behind the scenes. It's very hard. You need a second person to do behind the scenes. And then when I wasn't working, I don't want to hold my iPhone to my face to do vlogs, to be honest. But as you can see, with these cameras, I can't wait to turn them on. I can't wait to use them. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more vlogs, sharing a lot of information. Hopefully I can help someone, you know. So whether you're a rookie or you're very experienced shooting, trust me, you're gonna get some tips and tricks from this channel, because I'm always active, always working. I'm always at a different venue. So I'm going to be sharing a lot about the type of gear that I use. I'm planning to do I'm planning to show my bag. I've been planning to do that for like 3 years now, to show the gear that I have in my bag. And I think I'm going to finally make time to do that, because you're going to see I have I have a lot of things that I take to my job. And the reason I take so many stuff is because I need backup, right? Like if I'm shooting somebody's event, they're dependent on me to give them a high quality video, right? So if my camera breaks, I can't tell them, you know, my camera break or my gimbal malfunction during the ceremony, and I don't have any, it's destroyed. I don't have any other option. It's gone. I can't tell somebody that. And that's why I always have second angle, third angle, fourth angle, so that if something happens, I'm gonna always still have the shot, you know. So I always try to save my own ass by having multiple angles, just in case. You never know, man, just in case. The one day that you say nothing's gonna happen, that's the day something's gonna happen. So you just gotta cover your ass, basically. So let me know what y'all think about this Osmo. Let me do a running shot. So I did a running shot just now with the Action. So I'm gonna run with the Pocket, and tell me what you think of it. Running. I'm gonna start to run faster now. Tell me, how does the camera do? Running a little faster. Okay. All right. I'm not a young guy anymore, so I can't really run for 5 minutes. So I think that was enough. That was enough sample right there, so you can see the performance when you're running. Ooh, I think I need a break. So for the Osmo Pocket 3, anytime I shoot with this, I don't have it on right now, but anytime I shoot at an event, I almost always have the lens, the wide angle lens on it. And I really like the wide angle lens because sometimes I feel like without the wide angle lens, it's just, the shot is just not wide enough. You know, a lot of times when you put it, it's kind of close to the person and you need it a little wider. Like the shot that I do on the mic stand for the ceremonies, I need that to be wide because the camera is so close to the bride and groom. If it's not wide, it's going to cut them off. So that's why I need the wide shot. And I feel like 9 out of 10 times I want that wide shot. It just looks better, feels better. So, but I don't have it on right now. Right now it's just a regular lens. I don't think I need it right now anyway. But that wide angle lens is my most used accessory for the Pocket 3. I also have a small cage from Falcam, F-A-L-C-A-M, and I like that cage. It's very minimalistic. You know, sometimes I see people with action cameras, right? Small cameras, and they have a whole bunch of gear on it, and I feel like kind of defeats the purpose. But I understand some people, they only have that camera. That's their main camera, and they wanna kind of rig it out to get the most out of it. I get that. But if that's not your main camera, I don't see the sense of rigging it out. You know. So for me, I have a bunch of cameras. So for this camera, I need it to be simple. I need it to be able to grab it and go. I don't want to have a bunch of stuff on it and all that. It's just too much. For instance, I bought this so I can put a 1/4 in it, but I hardly ever use a light on this camera. Because I usually light the scene. I use off-camera lighting. So I think I use a light on this probably one time. I don't really use lighting on this. So this camera is it's amazing. I already seen the quality that it gives. It's not perfect, right? No camera is perfect. Like if the scene is backlit, it struggles. And let me tell you my experience. I did a shot at a wedding. It was outdoors, and the sky was behind the couple, and it struggled. And what I should have done, I should have gone into manual mode and then dial in the settings, but I didn't do that. I really didn't have the time because remember, I'm shooting on 1, 2, 3 other cameras, and I need to make sure that those cameras, which were my mirrorless cameras, Sony A7S, I need to make sure that those cameras capturing everything. This is an important part of the day. This is a ceremony, right? So I'm not gonna stress over a camera like this because this camera is just bonus. So if I don't get nothing good from it, it's not a big deal. And if I get something good, that's just bonus. That's the way I see it. So the next time though, when I'm at a scene like that, where it's backlit, I'm gonna go into full manual mode and adjust the settings. Because when you have it on auto, it tends to drift. It would get the right exposure, then it would not, then it would go dark, and you know, yeah, it's not good with backlit situations. And a lot of cameras are not good. Even professional cameras, they struggle with backlit. So that's why, if you're new to videography, you need to learn how to use your camera in manual settings, because that will help you a lot. So you need to know what ISO means, what the shutter speed means, what the f-stop means. You need to know these things so that when you end up in a tough situation, the automatic part of the camera is not working, automatic exposure, automatic color is not working, you need to know how to go in and manually do it. Okay? It's just like with any profession. Like if you're a DJ, if you don't know how to manually adjust a track or transition, you're in trouble. You're going to be terrible. Because not every song is going to be able to transition easily. Okay? So just like when you're a videographer, you need to know everything about your camera. For instance, my Sony A7S Mark III. Below 3200, image is perfect. And then at 12,800, the image is amazing. Perfect. So I don't ever go between 32 and 12,800. And I always do 32 and under or 12,800. And I adjust my other settings. My point is this: you need to know the limits of your camera. And if you don't, go on YouTube and listen to other people who have used the camera extensively. Because I remember I was shooting an event and I was at 12,800, and there was this guy, this photographer. He was like, "Why is your ISO so high? Yo, you don't need your ISO so high." But this guy, he doesn't understand the camera I'm using. He only understands his own camera. And ISO, using an ISO for videography, it's different than using ISO for photography. For instance, if I'm shooting on the A7S, right, Mark III, and I'm shooting in video, I know at 12,800 the image is going to look amazing. It's not going to be any grain, nothing like that. And that's a high ISO. That's a high ISO. But if I'm doing photography on that camera, I am not shooting at 12,800. So it's a difference. But because if I shoot at 12,800 for photography, yeah, you're going to see some grain. Yeah, you know, when you're doing photography, you basically want to keep your ISO as low as you can. In videography also, but with videography, it's much more forgiving when you go higher ISO, depending on the camera, obviously, depending on the manufacturer and the camera, the model and all that. They all have their limits. And if you own a camera, guys are having fun out there. Yeah, so if you own a camera, you have to know the limits of that camera. Don't wait till you get a job and then you're trying to discover things on the job. That's not the way to do it. You have to practice at home, test it out in your house, see what you like and see what you don't like. Because let me tell you something. Some people, if I'm using a camera, right? Let's say I'm using the A6400, for example, I have. And I like the ISO at 12,800, sorry, 1250. So at 1250, which is pretty low, the image looks amazing. But anytime you go over that, the image starts to degrade. Now that's just my personal opinion, and this is all subjective, okay? Because another videographer might take that camera, bump up the ISO to 6400, and he might think that looks good. So to him, it's going to look good, because maybe he likes grain, or he likes to do grain reduction or whatever. But I might like it, you might like it, or you might like it. So everybody have their own idea of what looks good, and nobody's wrong, because at the end of the day, it's between you and your client. So if your client likes the stuff that you have done, then just keep doing it, and that's it. Don't worry about anybody else on the internet or what they say. I don't worry about people, what they say, because those people are not paying me to work for them, right? So I only worry about my clients. They like how I work, and I work like that, and that's it. And if I go work for a client and they want me to shoot a certain way, then I just shoot that way. Like if I work for somebody and they said, "Hey, we just want you to shoot 24 frames and nothing more," I said, "Okay, that's it. I just shoot everything 24 frames." I'm not gonna argue. If that's how they like it, that's how they like it. So everything is subjective, you know. In very few instances, people are wrong. Obviously, if your shot is very underexposed, yeah, that's not good. If it's overexposed, that's not good, because if something looks unnatural, right? Instance, like if somebody has on clothing or their skin, and you can't see any detail, that's not good. But for the most part, if somebody likes something a little underexposed or a little overexposed, but it's not blown out, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just the personal preference. So I don't worry about what people say. I just shoot the way I like. If I like the image, and that's it. So that photographer who was telling me about my camera, how I should use it, you know, that guy's, he didn't know what he was talking about, because he don't understand. I was trying to explain to him that the camera is best at these ISOs, but he still didn't understand. I don't know why, but he wasn't that experienced either, so maybe that's why. But yeah, when I get a new gear, I test it out, I see what I like, and then I use it like that. And if I don't like it, I send it back. I'm not gonna have gear with me that doesn't work good and I don't like the image and all that. That doesn't make any sense to me. So that's it. But this, tell me what you think of this Osmo Pocket 3. DJI, they're making crazy money off of this camera. I'm telling you, this camera sells like hot cakes, because if you go to Amazon or anywhere, it's at least $750 and up. If you go to Facebook Marketplace, $800, $900, $1,200 people are trying to sell this camera for. And you know why? The demand is sky high. Everyone is trying to get one. That's why. So when the demand is so high, people raise the prices. Because I bought this for around $400. I think it was just under $400 I got it for on Facebook Marketplace. And I can't find another one on Facebook Marketplace for that price now. And I bought this a couple of months ago, and I can't find it. Nobody's selling for that price. But I'm not paying more than $500 for this camera. I'm just not. I mean, I love it. I love it, and I think it's definitely worth it. But at this moment, I already have one. So I'm not spending that amount of money on this camera. But if you do, I'm not gonna be mad at you, because I'm telling you, it's definitely an amazing camera. So right now, for all my vlogs, I don't have face tracking on. So I'm just shooting without face tracking. Let's see how it does. I mean, if it doesn't do good, then I guess I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to start using face tracking because this is the first time I'm actually vlogging with this camera. So I'm gonna see what I like and what I don't like, and I'm gonna make adjustments. You know, so, but you know, this is just YouTube, right? This is not a paid job. If it was a paid job, I would have my phone out so I can get a bigger image, so I can see if everything is looking to my standards, and then I make an adjustment. But if this is just for my YouTube channel, I'm just gonna pull it out, press record. I'm gonna put in my settings, and that's it. So I think that's it for this video. I think I've been talking for about, what is that, 20 minutes? Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. If you have this camera, tell me your opinion. If you don't have it, tell me your opinion also. And if you're planning to buy it, I think you should. Now listen, this channel is not sponsored. Nobody pays me. I'm a new YouTuber. I've been shooting for a long time, but I'm pretty new to YouTube. New in the sense that I don't have a lot of subscribers, for one. For two, I'm not sponsored by anybody. So everything I say is my own opinion, and it's honest. And I'm an honest person regardless. It doesn't matter, I'm always honest. So, you know, when I say something, it's just about my own personal experience with it. And that's it. Hopefully I can help somebody. And if I'm misinformed, somebody could tell me. You know, give me some tips and tricks in the comments also. I would love it. So that's it for this vlog. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, if you got any good information out of this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a lot more videos. Not just this type of video. I'm talking about behind the scenes at events, weddings, and all kind of different events. I'm going to be showing you what I do and how I do it, so you could learn, okay? Or we could share some tips and tricks. All right, so that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.